Have you ever faced a challenge that felt like a giant in your life? Maybe it's a problem that feels too big to tackle, a relationship issue, a health challenge, or a career obstacle. Today, we start our journey with one of the most famous stories in the Bible, David and Goliath. You've probably heard the story. A young shepherd boy named David, armed only with a sling and his faith in God, took down the giant warrior Goliath who had been terrorizing Israel. This story isn't just about defeating a literal giant. It's about how faith can empower us to face even the biggest challenges in our lives. The Israelites are facing the Philistines, and there's a giant, Goliath, standing on the battlefield. He's over 9 feet tall, covered in heavy armor, and has been taunting the Israelites for days. Goliath challenges anyone to fight him one-on-one, and not a single Israelite soldier dares to step forward. But then David, a young shepherd, steps into the scene. He's not a soldier, but he's filled with a deep faith in God. When he hears Goliath's taunts, David isn't scared. He doesn't see a giant. He sees an opportunity to show that God is bigger than any enemy. Let's read from 1 Samuel 17:45-47, NIV. David said to the Philistine, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I'll strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give the carcasses of the Philistine army to the birds and the wild animals, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel." David wasn't relying on his own strength. He was relying on the name of the Lord Almighty. His faith in God's power was what gave him the courage to face the giant. David's faith wasn't in his own strength. It was in God's power to overcome any obstacle. How often do we try to face our giants on our own, relying on our own strength? But David teaches us that no matter how big our problems seem, with God on our side, we can overcome anything. As we look deeper into this story, think about your own giants. What are the challenges that feel too big to overcome? Know that God can empower you to defeat them. Stay with me as we dive into part 2, where we'll explore how David's faith led him to victory